The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Baylor Bears, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. From the gun, give on the inside. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Bears come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, running back gets the give. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw, it's Flagway. Finds his back in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits where you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So, you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaches...
And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. From the gun, looking for a man. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on 3rd down. Gonna look downfield again. He's gonna take off. Got a man. It's Sowell. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And the Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Rushes on him. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Porter. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, the ground game. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They will score! Touchdown, Kansas State! How about being completely oblivious to the rush, standing in, delivering the football, and taking the big hit?
And everybody's going, yeah, I'm sure that's easy. Well, you do it with all those big boys breathing down your neck with bad intentions. They want to rip your head off, but you're just going to hang in there. You know, stay calm, deliver the pass. Great job, great effort.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Flagway. Makes the grab, it's Porter. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and, man, you know he's looking for more.
The throw. Got it in the middle. It's Finley. Oh, what a move to get room. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical.
Breaks into the open. Just like that, a huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Baylor! Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run from the shotgun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
He might want another play. Looking to buy time. Unleashes one. Complete to the right. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He put some heat on that one down the middle.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Right down the middle. Hits the open man. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. From the gun to give, looking for room. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to have. No good. And here in the second.
Bro, that's so unfortunate.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking to throw on first down. A little screen to the running back. On the move at the 30. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. And the Bears will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time.
great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Snagged out of the air. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. On the move, he fires. Complete to the left. Hits the afterburners. You want to talk about shifting the
My wide
field
receiver
in
get
an
the
instant.
fuck
He's
out of the
got it all
way.
the way down to the 10-yard
Did he get out of the way, bro?
The Wildcats with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Virginia Tech is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Michael Vick should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to Notre Dame. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Fires left. Got the quick pass. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
This is so great to see, and it's such a big part of the evolution in college football today with spread offense, up-tempo, RPO game. QBs have got to be great with their ball mechanics in the play-action game, and you saw a great example of that right there.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
You see I'm running cover 2 shading underneath.
Touchdown, Bears!
There's nothing I can do there.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Might be calling a hot route. He spins that thing down the middle. No, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air, it's Hawkins. He'll take the deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, Kansas State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on 1st down. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Williams.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
To the air, it's Lagway. Right on the money. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. On a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in, it's Williams. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Shoots it to the left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. The 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Williams. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. The Bears want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sowell. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory. Gets 15 and a 1st down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Pressure coming. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Buffs will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. Quarterback making adjustments. He uncorks one deep. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to
That's a
start
terrible throw by my quarterback. The dude
brought down
blew
at the
him.
17 as he brought it
That's
all
just
the
a
way back
terrible
inside
throw.
the 20 after the pick. And the offense
So he
came
can't
out
do that.
aggressively here in the second half, but they can't
Your
put
boy
the
can't
drive
throw those.
together and spit it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense
Nice
has a lot
read.
of athletes. They've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity and their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback has got to be way more careful here in the second half.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Bears have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out route. Turning it on. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play. And here they come again. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it. Move on. Play the next play.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Sure hands, it's Ferguson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got him. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quick release by the QB. Touchdown, Kansas State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Here comes the heat. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The offense changing the play. Finds his tight end. Going the other way, and he's got room. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready. They were disciplined and made a good play on the football.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. And the Bears will hustle to the line.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Lets it fly. Hits him inside the 20, still going. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. They'll throw it from the red zone. Fires to the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Going for 6. Touchdown Bears! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. He'll do it himself. Nowhere to go on that run, and that brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Pulls it and fires to the left. There he goes. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. On 1st and goal, let's see what Kansas State calls. Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win.
Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Kansas State. And the pummeling has started. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Now on 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the 1st down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got 1st down. Let's go fast.
It's on target and complete. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day. I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved them apart.
To throw, it's Lagway. Fires to the right. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll take a shot. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Okay, now I'm just getting disrespected.
As they cut further into that lead. If they're going to pull off
Standing
this
right there,
big
pick the
rally,
ball.
they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game. Breaks into the open. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Looking to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
He'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Close to the end zone, and the ball's out. Into the house.
This is the most absolute wild game I have ever fucking seen. The amount of hoish that has happened to both of us is fucking crazy. I have never seen anything like this. The game just does not like either one of us. The game really hates us.
Win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A+ game.
You've dropped so many picks.
They won a shootout today. Both offenses.
I'm sorry, bro. This game is just bad.
And they were able to come out
it's a lot
on top.
closer game than what it looks like.
The offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. To the air, it's Lagway. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Wants to go up top. Looking left. Makes a connection. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And the Bears in the hurry up. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Got his man quickly. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Quick tempo here for the offense. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Just keeps slinging it. Dumps it to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Williams. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to throw on first down. Floating away. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Touchdown, Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Dances away to buy time. Rolling right and going deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Got a little space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the 4th quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear there's only one really good team. It was them. They were the